Hi everybody and welcome back to Jetstream TV. Today's flight is going to be a really nice one actually. It's from Sestri in Genoa in northwestern Italy across to Forli, a tiny little town not far from Rimini on the east coast. Flight time around about half an hour, 40 minutes today. It's an IFR high altitude airways flight and we are in the Seychelles Airbus A320 Neo. So just looking at the route there now, Genoa on the left hand side and Forli on the right hand side. So it's looking like the flight plan hasn't saved the gate to come away from today. I think we'll go with gate 105. So we'll just implement that. Yeah, 105. We'll add that in and we'll go for the departure from ramp 105. So that should update the flight plan now. Let's me zoom back in and have a look at the map. Yeah, there we go. Ramp 105. So out from 105, then we're taxiing down to the runway and we're climbing out initially, taking a slight left hand turn. We're passing the harbour at Genoa and the lighthouse of Genoa on our climb out over the football stadium. And then out across in the mountains. Gen is the next waypoint. Calmo. Mivki. Berok. Baluk. Lomed. Vambo, Vabmo rather, Bagno. I hope I'm saying all these okay. Pidep, and then Asdor, heading north now. A bit weird these waypoints. This is the FOR VOR, that's Forli over the airport. For some reason they're not showing sometimes when you hover over them, which is never happened before. It's probably down to the latest update of Microsoft Flight Simulator that was released earlier this week. Lots of problems with it, but yes, there's the arrival into Forli. As you can see, we're very close to Rimini on the east coast of Italy. Right, let's go flying. So you join us on the apron here at ramp 105. And the beautiful Seychelles livery for the A320 Neo. Engines are started. And get ready for pushback. Aircraft shunter vehicle connecting, and there we go, straight back. Disconnected. Taxiing out to the active runway this evening.
Direct to Peleg, then Peleg for Mike. Descend to flight level 1.
On Alpha 1 at the moment, coming up to the runway. Okay, just doing our final checks here in the cockpit. We have clearance to line up on the runway. Once again, beautifully clear skies. There's a little bit of mist as we head over the mountains, just a little bit further on the radar information's been given us. But besides that, a very, very nice day for flying. Very, very clear. Okay, just up in the altitude on the autopilot to 10,000 feet now. I'll make sure that the speed is in the engaged mode. Same with the speed and flight plan angle for the vertical speed. And here we go. Throttles forward.
Ryanair 2597, last Treviso.
Be up in the air in no time.
8 kilometers, no significant.
Just using the rudder there to keep the nose wheel on that centre line. V1. Rotate. Just through V2. Positive rate gear up. Okay, the autopilot's going in, the flight director is on. That should start us to follow the track now. As you can see us banking slightly to the left and heading towards Genoa Stadium. We'll be passing the lighthouse of Genoa just down to our right hand side. There's the harbour. Sun just glistening off the top of the fuselage there. Very nice indeed.
Ryanair 2597, 25 for further descent. Roger 2597, descent to flight level 140. Level 140, Ryanair 2597.
Gentle right-hand alteration there just to follow the coastline. Some wonderful views over across the Mediterranean now from our right-hand side.
Ryanair 2597, descent level 120. Level 120, Ryanair 2597.
Very nice and clear, a bit hazy on the horizon there. There's some clouds off to the right hand side there, just not too far away from the horizon. So once again, as I said, absolutely perfect flying conditions. Coming through 9,000 now for 10,000, auto throttle engaged, and we're going to take it up to the cruise of 38,000 feet. Vertical speed 25 should do us, 2,500 feet per minute, and make sure that we're in engaged managed speed mode. All good, the aircraft should take care of everything else. We'll sit back and then enjoy the views on the climb out from Genoa. Absolutely stunning views over to the south right now, looking down on the Mediterranean. The sun glistening on the ocean. Beautiful.
MS234, buonasera, radar contact, proceed inbound to Luma, then perform the Luma to Mike, descend level 230. Descend level 230, Luma 2, Mike arrival. Ryanair 2597, Venice 1189. 1189, Ryanair 2597. Italia 1480, Roma control 1242. 242, Italia 1480, ciao. RN207, climb to flight level 340. Climb to level 340, RN207. Wailing 683 Alpha.
So there is quite a lot of high grounds and mountainous terrain. It's way below us at the moment as we are obviously climbing up to altitude. But you'll notice over the next 10-15 minutes or so of the flight that the terrain will start to level off and flatten very much so as we head east towards Forli. We'll have Bologna off to our left hand side as well on the arrival into Forli. And we actually do a turn over the municipality of San Marino just before our arrival into Forli this afternoon.
Wailing 683 Alpha, descend level 200.
Well, there's that mist from the first officer's seat that you can see out to the right hand side of the aircraft. Actually looking in a southeasterly direction right now. Shouldn't affect us in any way whatsoever. We're in a straight line heading directly forward, and as you can see, nice clear skies straight ahead.
Buonasera, l'Italia 73 Quebec, climbing level 210 on heading 220. Buonasera, 73 Quebec, radar contact on the heading, continue flying level 3.
The mist just hugging the mountaintops there. There's quite a lot over the bay as well out to sea right now as well. Hoping that clears up and it doesn't affect us on our arrival. Low-lying mist at that level is never fun. I remember being on a flight many years ago going into Caselli in Turin in the very top corner, the northwestern corner of Italy, and visibility was next to nothing on the way into Caselli, and we were rerouted and funnily enough redirected to Genoa, where we've just departed from. It was quite late at night one night, and then at the time I had an Italian girlfriend, Ariana, who lived in a little village called Orbasano just outside of Turin, and there was a 2-hour coach journey from Genoa because of the divert to get to Turin, so that was a fun night.
Ryanair 959, descend level 260. Ryanair 959. All'Italia 73 Quebec, direct Enigma. Direct Enigma, grazie, 73 Quebec. Wailing 683 Alpha, Venice 119.
Okay, bringing the aircraft down slightly now, just making sure that the flight director's on, checking everything on the autopilot panel. Vertical speed, we're going to just lift that slightly to get us down a little bit faster. 3,200 feet per minute on the vertical speed. And there's me saying that we were going to miss that mist on the arrival into Forli, but that's not looking too good right now as we come down through the levels. Let's just check on the visual flight rules map where we are right now. Zooming in, as you can see, we're about halfway. So if you follow that track down, that's San Marino off to the right hand side there, where you can see the loop they're just coming into shot now. So we'll be looping round San Marino and then heading north, tracking north for Forli. Still just a little bit of haze off to the right hand side, but that's not going to affect us in any way. Nice and clear, straight ahead.
Buonasera, grazie, 375, leveling 350 to Lavi. Buonasera, 375, radar contact, inbound to Lavi, descend level 330. To Lavi, descending 330, grazie, 375. Buonasera, we're 4147, descending at 72, level by Turk. 414 Delta, buonasera, radar contact, re-clear, Roding, then Volet. Roding, Volet, 414.
So it's bringing that down from 38,000 feet now down to 10.
Mr. 754, buonasera, radar contact, on the heading, climb to place level 140.
Okay, we're going into the minus now for the descent.
Alitalia 73 Quebec, Roma 1242. 242, Charles, Quebec. Lima, climb to flight level 30. Flight level 230 on the telephone, 120. Ryanair 414 Delta, descend level 240. Level 240, Air 414. Iberia 32 Delta Romeo, climb to flight level 210. Climb 210, Iberia 32 Delta Romeo. Laudamotion 8 Juliet Bravo, descend to flight level 150, first descent in 2 minutes. Descending 150, Laudamotion 8 Juliet Bravo.
Beautiful views over northern Tuscany right now on the descent. Very nice indeed, and a nice view that one of the passengers has on the right hand side of the aircraft.
Iberia 32 Delta Romeo, re-clear directed to GECPA, climb to flight level 230. GECPA 230, Iberia 32 Delta Romeo.
Okay, rolling it back from 10,000 feet now to 4,000 or 3,000 feet, I think that was, and the vertical speed again increasing that slightly. You see the nose of the aircraft has just started to dip. There is Forli Airport, so where we did the loop round the municipality of San Marino, sadly that section didn't record, but you'll see on the flight plan that we've actually done that right hand loop now, and this is the northern track. You can see the airfield there, so we will pass over that now. We'll get the gear down, I think. Time to get the gear down, slow the aircraft a bit more. Continuing with the northern track, and then we will be making a right-hand circuit to come back and land at Forli. But some of this Tuscan scenery here is absolutely beautiful.
Clear direct to back soup. Direct to back soup, Voltea 17 Alpha Lima. Ryanair 3 Julia Kilo, descend to flight level 130. Descent level 130, and 3 Kilo. Visual 754, climb to flight level 190. Climb level 190, Visual 754.
There was an issue, a technical issue logged with the landing gear on a previous flight, so the landing gear is coming down nice and early, just so that we can make sure that everything is functioning properly for the arrival.
Croatia 375, Zagreb 1358. 135 Zagreb, 375.
Obviously the landing gear does cause drag, which in turn helps to slow the aircraft, which is exactly what we need at this stage in the flight. Just changing the range there so that we can see on the HUD on the route. So this is this right hand circuit that I'm referring to. So we're turning left ever so slightly, then we'll be doing a right hand loop, and then we'll be on the final approach for Forli. As we zoom in there, you can see nice and clearly on the heads-up display. Doing around about 140 knots right now on the approach, and we're coming down to about 3,000, I do believe. A little bit windy, very clear, but the wind is there. You can notice that the aircraft is buffeting slightly. You can certainly feel it here in the cockpit.
Europa 6-3, Quebec, Bravo, flight level 90. Flight level 0, Europa 6-3, Quebec, Bravo. Eastern 754, flight level 6-0. Flight level 2-0, Voltea 17 Alpha Lima, flight level 340. 340, Voltea 17 Alpha Lima. Parlo con Italia 573, level 3, Utah. 573, buonasera, radar contact, aspetta.
On behalf of Jetstream TV, I'd like to thank you all very, very much, really sincerely, for taking time out to watch these videos. There's not many been released so far. It's a relatively new channel, but I'm trying to release at least one video a week, and I'm getting some great feedback from aviation enthusiasts on the content that's being created. Lovely drone external shot here now of the Air Seychelles A320neo flying across the countryside. How beautiful and picturesque is that? Back to what I was saying, yes, I just want to say thank you very much indeed for taking the time out to watch the videos. Once a week, I'm still going to maintain that. Some of them will have voiceovers on, some of them won't. I felt like doing one today because I thought that this flight would really work well with the voiceover. Another wonderful panning shot there. The nice haze and the mountains in the distance as we're on this right hand loop now to pick up the track directly into Forli for the approach. So what I'd like you to do, if possible, it doesn't do anybody any harm to hit that subscribe button. Obviously the more subscribers, and hit the bell icon as well, so that when I upload a new video you will be made aware of it. And any comments you would like to share with me, any feedback, any of your thoughts, where we should fly to next, anything at all like that, please hit me up in the comments. There has been quite a few issues with bugs in the latest release of Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. If you feel like discussing that with us, please do. So the autopilot any minute now is coming out. We are on final approach into Forli. So I will zip the old trap, as they say, and let you appreciate the final approach into Forli. Okay, flight director's coming off, ILS off, autopilot off, auto thrust off, and now totally hand flying the aircraft on the approach down to Forli. Just a little bit of buffeting on the approach here. Slight crosswind from right to left.
Bravo, Monza Milano e 6.035. Milano, 6.035, thank you. Dai, Europa 6.035. Voltea 17 Alpha Lima, Roma Control, 132 decimal aggressive right. 200. Say again for Voltea 17 Alpha Lima. Yes, sir. Roma Control, 32 decimal 8 40, right? 132 840, Voltea 17 Alpha Lima, ciao.
Safely on the ground on runway 12 at Forli. Very good afternoon to you, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Forli in the east of Italy. Current temperature is a very, very nice 21 degrees right now on the ground, and we'll be taxiing our way to the terminal. And whatever you do, have a safe onward journey, and thank you very much indeed for flying with Seychelles today. So we're going to taxi into the stand now, park up, and once again from myself, Jetstream TV, it's been an absolute pleasure. Thank you very much indeed for watching, and we will see you on the next one. Ciao, grazie mille.